Hello, you are with me, the voice of ability owner for persons with disability. United Nations statistics estimate that over 600 million people with disability globally, and over 400 million people live with disability in Africa. 40% of Africa's population are made up of people living with disability. 10 to 15% of school-age children in Africa live with disability. Ghana's population is over 32 million, and 8% are people living with disability. How does this impact on persons with disability in terms of policy formulation, marriage and family life, education, healthcare, employment, and so on? For those of us in the disability community, discrimination and stigmatization is the root cause of almost every challenge we face. However, success only comes to those who know how to overcome their challenges and not those who know how to avoid challenges. So join me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability, as I navigate my way through the riveting stories, the unbelievable experiences, and the life-transforming journeys of persons with disability on the Helping Hand TV show. Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And like I say, you're welcome. Welcome to my world where disability is not inability. Special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited, FCC, Fire City Chapel, my proud sponsors. And special thanks to you for tuning in to your favorite program on air. I'll go for a quick commercial break. We are still talking about the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards and dinner night. I'll go for a commercial break. I'll be right back and we'll get into the discussion. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. And today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend. Others call her the sweet companion. And others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable, and she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samana Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the top most made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P Organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners,
Nature's finest touch.
welcome back. Prestigious is the theme. We are looking at the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards, and I'm so happy to be joined again by the PRs. I have Marilyn and Philip here with me. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so
because
much.
this is so important.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful that you make time so that we discuss it. I have always said that everything I know, I learned it from my mom.
Yeah.
Let me say it again. Everything I am doing, it's my mom that taught me how to do it. The encouragement, the tutorials she gave me, the promptings she gave me. It is such a woman that we honor with the prestigious Shell Awards. You were there.
Yes.
how was it like for you, talking to people, seeing people, having the sense that it is the work of one industrious and illustrious woman? How was it like for you?
Well, Bishop, this is really incredible. Listening to people, talking to people about the Chill Awards, the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards.
Yeah.
You could really tell that people were impressed that somebody could make that level of impact in the life of anybody, in the life of an organization.
Yeah.
Because I look at the H4P organization, I look at how far the H4P organization has come. This is an organization that otherwise should have been a very small organization. Looking at the level of support the H4P organization gets, it should have been a very small organization which could have folded up before now. But for it to keep running for 13 years, you can tell that 13 good years. You can tell that somebody who has made an indelible mark, somebody who is incredible has contributed. Somebody who doesn't start and stop has contributed a lot to the organization. I think a lot of people were impressed that the things your mother taught you could come this far, could bring you this far, could cause you to make such great impacts in the life of people. And I think it's testament once again to the incredible person that Mrs. Christina Hackman was, always living her life to impact others, always living her life, even in the littlest things. Even in the littlest things, she showed so much leadership. She showed so much graciousness. I don't know how to describe it. So much, and it is reflected in the H4P organization. You say that everything you learned, everything you are doing, is because your mom taught you. And once again, I would have to congratulate such an incredible human being who has made impact in the sands of time. You always say that ordinary people live their lives just for themselves, to build their dreams, but it takes extraordinary people to push others to achieve their dreams. And so it was incredible hearing what people thought of Mrs. Christina Hackman and the impact that she made. Yes.
Let me find out from you. We are looking at the impact of the disability community. Now, when you look at this amazing woman and what she has been able to do, that the disability community is even benefiting up till now. What do you say about that?
I would say that, first of all, I'm looking at some comments we heard from people when they looked at how you brought out the meaning, the impact, and the strength you've derived from your mother over the years. I remember somebody I was chatting with was talking about the fact that they have known you, looking at the things you have done. You sort of have brought the face behind your achievements, the face behind all your advancements, and the great things Bishop and the H4P organization is doing in Ghana. And to realize that it is this amazing mother, this incredible woman, and I don't know whether you'll be talking about it, but the fact that there was something on the day we're talking about timeless impact leadership lessons we're learning from Mrs. Christina Hackman, and just within the 5 hours, people got to know Mommy, who is not with us. I mean, the impression that was made on people that you feel like you've known her all your life. And that's exactly what Mommy too was doing. You meet Mommy for the first time and it's as if she had known you
for a long time.
Because you won't feel that thing that I'm now knowing you, okay, I don't want you to come around me. That the mother that she is, the leader that she is, the impactful leader that she is, she embraces you, receives you in, and just within 30 minutes, it's as if you've lived like all your years together with her.
What do you think can be the lesson point here that we can teach the society in their acceptance of persons with disability, looking at this character of Mrs. Christina Hackman?
Bishop, in one of the interview sessions we had with you, was saying that it wasn't anybody's fault, or it is nobody's choice or decision that the person wants to have disability. So this is the community we are in. And that is one of the things the H4P organization we learned from the beginning. This is the situation. How do you make the best out of the situation? So that we know
how do
that
you even accept
we
and relate with people with disability?
And for me, I would say that, again, the issue of the consistency of the H4P organization through the Helping Hand TV show, where mindsets are being reset through the various, programs for the past 13 years, every weekend, pumping information, bringing the knowledge about disability, the causes and the issues concerning it, so that we would have clearer understanding about it. I know those who are still not embracing it yet, we know it might take some time, but I would like to encourage them that these are people. First of all, persons with disability are people. They are not their disability. They are first people. And assuming you flip the coin, how would you want to be treated? Imagine even falling only sick, just being in you are not feeling fine. You expect people to give you some attention because you are in a state that you can do some things for yourself. Persons with disability, they are not sick. It's a condition they are in. So treat them, love them like you would have wanted to be loved. Don't use their condition to describe them. Don't describe them, that person who doesn't see. No, the person has a name. His name is Kobe. His name is Francis. His name is Eugene. Refer to the person by the name. Rather talk about the successes of the person. This great footballer who is achieving so much in the disability community. Don't look down on them and treat them as if they are not part of society.
If we can pick up this character from my mom, this all-embracing, this inclusive character, and not define persons with disability by their disability. I had a chat with somebody. I was trying to educate the person that you don't look down on persons with disability, and you don't call them by their disability, like the guy who can't walk, or the guy. So I was telling the person that, okay, so if for some reason you go and eat something and you develop chronic running tummy, and you go to a place and they are introducing you and they say that, oh, this is the person who goes to the loo a lot. This is a person who goes to the washroom a lot. How would you feel? The person said, Bishop, I have changed.
And Bishop, when you look into the nitty-gritties of the situation, you realize that really it is not persons with disability who are unable or unwilling to make contributions to our society. It is the barriers that are created that makes it impossible for them to make their contributions. Because if there are assistive devices, if buildings, public buildings and transportation, they're accessible, persons with disability will not be a burden on anybody in the society, because things will run smoothly. They will also be able to go about the activities without hindrance. But if we continue to ignore the things that will make their lives easier, then it makes it look like it's the disability that's the problem. But really, it is our society that's the problem. It's our environment, what we have created, that is the problem. So we have to really look at it again.
I'm looking at the description, the conversation you had with the person, and the analogy you gave, the fact that if the person is going to be invited up, you make the audience lose the person even before the person comes up.
Exactly.
The discouragement you can even give to the person with disability. But if you describe this person that this is one of us, he has achieved so much, despite the barriers the person had in life. The person has made it so well, and the person is here to give a presentation. I mean, when the person comes, the way you've even marketed the person, bringing dignity to disability, and we do this to make them feel part of society. I don't even like to use the word make them. We make the disability community feel part of our society, that we don't shun away from them. We don't treat them as if they are second thoughts or afterthoughts, but they are part of us. They are brothers and our sisters, and we need to create that conducive environment for them.
And that is the environment that was created during the prestigious Chill Awards. Everybody that came there had a word of praise for the H4P organization. Everybody that came there had something exciting, amazing to say about my mom. Everybody that came there, I mean, the people that were there truly valued a life well spent. If it's on the H4P side, 13 years of bringing dignity to disability, a life well spent. Let me go for a break. When I come back, I'll play some clips. You hear some of the comments from some of the people that came there. It's a Helping Hand TV show. Stay tuned in. We'll be right back. It's a prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. Stay tuned.
Tonight's event is a maiden edition, and we are excited to be here. Tell us, what are your expectations for tonight's event?
First of all, I want to say congratulations to Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman for putting together such a wonderful and an amazing event. It is unprecedented and it is an unparalleled and something that has not been before. It is unexampled, and we bless God for the life of Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman for putting together the maiden edition of the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. And it's my prayer that the Spirit of the Living God will release His blessing upon Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman, that he will go far and continue to put smiles on the faces of persons with disability. And I'm expecting that at the end of the day, persons with disability will know that there is someone who thinks about them. They will be fulfilled, they would have joy, because there is nothing of such event in Ghana and by extension in the whole wide world, like an award scheme organized solely for persons with disability, and I mean highlighting their major contributions and the major things that they have done and what they are excelling in. So Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman has put together this award system to honor persons with disability, for them to know that they are not left out. There is someone who is always thinking about them, and we bless God for the life of Bishop Dr. Charles Kofi Hackman.
Thank you so much for coming.
Event.
Please have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm actually Auntie Christie's sister.
Yes.
And we were around for the launch of the Chill Awards last year. And this being the maiden award, we look forward to meeting the award winners. As you are aware, the award is intended for people who have been instrumental in assisting the people with disabilities in the community. Many times the disabled people are neglected or overlooked, but they have talents, they have skills. There are people like us who have to be assisted, who have to be, we should let them feel part of the society. So I think it's worth it to honor people who have helped people with disabilities, because they have realized and recognized that people with disabilities are also people like us. And so our expectations for this evening, we join many others to celebrate the people who win the award, and we also congratulate the Bishop for having this vision of awarding the people who deserve it, and particularly for the assistance that he's been giving to people with disabilities.
For 13 years, amazing.
For 13 years, H4P has been doing this great work in the disabled community, and we're happy to be part of it.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Please, thank you so much for talking to us, and do enjoy a very fantastic evening.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. This is the discussion on the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards and dinner night that was held here in Ghana. First time ever.
Yes.
And this event is not just first time ever in Ghana.
The world.
There's a global achievement. This a global feat that H4P has achieved. And again, that's a life well lived, 13 years and counting. These are comments from people who were there. I was particularly happy to see my auntie there, but listening to them, I am grateful for what God has done with H4P. You are the PRs. When you listen to the people who were there at the event, what are your thoughts? What comes to mind?
Bishop, I think that the excitement is clear.
Yeah.
The awe, the fact that people are in awe of the fact that the H4P organization has continued for 13 years, and to have set up the first ever, another first time
That's
ever.
the right expression.
Another first time ever, because the H4P organization,
everything you do,
you have a penchant of coming up with the first time ever.
Talk about the H4P Inter Schools Disability Fund Games, the first time ever.
That was amazing because then you were bringing together schools from
all over Ghana.
And
we are special education schools.
Special education schools. You know, the regular schools have what we call inter-colleges, inter-schools every year, and it brings together students from all over different secondary schools. But there was nothing like that for the special education schools, especially to have something that's, I would say, so all-inclusive. We have schools for persons with hearing impairment, schools for the visually impaired, schools for the intellectually disabled, all coming together to engage in something that does not only bring them joy, but also encourages them to push beyond their limits.
So normally it is the School for the Blind, having games with School for the Blind. It is
School for the Deaf.
School for the Deaf having games. Then H4P, you come up with your first time.
Setting the standards, setting the bar. I think that there's no other organization that can say that they have done what H4P has done.
I agree.
And bringing them not only within a particular region,
not a regional program,
but bringing some from the north, bringing some from the eastern region, the central region, bringing them all together and accommodating them, feeding them, awarding them for their good work. I think that is the hallmark of H4P, doing what nobody else does.
The thing about creating impact, now these are students, you bring them all the way from the north to Greater Accra, and some of them for the first time they talk about hearing the sound of the sea. Some of them talking about seeing
outside.
Role models that occupations they thought they could never get into. And H4P, you make that happen. And these are first time evers. This impression, how far do you think it will go to impact the lives of these children?
Anytime H4P comes to the minds of people, they would be expecting something great. They'll be expecting something fantastic, because they know that if H4P is doing something, even if it sounds like something we've heard before, really it's not something we have heard before, because H4P specializes in throwing the spotlight on what other people ignore. So H4P's impact is going to be lasting in the hearts of people, because I don't think any child that came all the way from WA to Accra for the H4P National Inter-School Disability Fund Games is ever going to forget the H4P organization and the impact, the concern, the help in knowing what they could do with themselves, showing them role models. They are never going to forget, and that is going to be a lasting impact in the life of those children, those people that had the contact with the H4P organization.
And Bishop, it will be very impossible for them to forget the H4P organization or the impact made in them, because we learned this from Mommy, Mrs. Christina Hackman. She is a specialist in creating heart prints. You encounter her, and what she would write on the tables of your heart, just within your few minutes of encounter, will live on with you. So whilst Marilyn was speaking, I'm like, how can I forget the person who introduced me to the sound of the sea? I mean, I can't forget it. And I'm looking at even the things that happen during some of these segments where the children would come together, visually impaired children. They would gather themselves and create a song whilst we're having a program, and on the spot they would alter the program, ask that they have something to say.
It's you know, that thing is my favorite. I mean, I definitely have to play that clip. That song they did for H4P.
H4P, you shine for the staples. H4P, our hope is really on you. H4P, you made us to be strong.
Just about a 2-hour program we had with them. By the end of the 2-hour program, they could feel love, and they want to do something in exchange. I mean, what else can you define as impact?
Yeah.
When you didn't ask them to do something in exchange, but these are kids, less than 20 years. They felt what happened, and they said no. Their teachers didn't even tell them to do this. I don't know how they gathered themselves to cook that song, prepare that song, and they came to dish it out. I mean, it's just incredible, and you are there and you feel satisfied again from the organization point of view that these people have been impacted. We loved them. We created a forum for them to know that yes, we've seen that they are disabled, but we believe that there is more to them than the disability. There is more positive than the negative you are seeing. I mean, we learned something too from Omi, that this is life. What is lost cannot be compared with what is left. So we keep throwing that spotlight, creating that positive environment around them. They met total strangers and they are in love with us.
Amazing.
And they do this for us. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Bishop, that's why it is said that love is a language that the blind can see.
Exactly.
Because the children couldn't see us physically, but they felt it. They could see the love. Let me use that. They could see the love. The deaf can hear. The intellectually disabled can understand that these people love us. And it is not because they are pretending. It is genuine because of everything that they've done for us.
If you truly love somebody, they know it.
Bishop, sorry to interrupt you, but I remember one of the children, she was the school prefect of, I think, one of the schools, either was school for the blind, one of them, and she was saying that she's visually impaired and she was served food. And she said that since they came, the smiles and the smiles they've been received with, I mean, the joy and all that. If a visually impaired person, now we're not looking at persons with disability, I mean, we love you, but we're creating a picture that somebody, because for you as a person without visual impairment, for me to know that you are smiling with me, I have to see your face, I have to see you smile, then I know that you are at peace with me. But the love is so tangible that the visually impaired person can tell you that I saw your smile, that you didn't serve me food frowning, you didn't serve me, and you are saying all kinds of things in your mind, but I could feel the tangible love. I mean, that is a loud statement the H4P organization made to the disability community. And we learned this from Mrs. Christina Hackman. She is love personified, kindness personified, and she does it well. And we are still learning.
Amazing, amazing. Let me go for 60-second success with the Bishop. We'll come back with the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. Stay tuned.
Success is a product of hard and wise work. Here's 60-second success with the Bishop. Stay tuned.
Welcome to 60-second success with the Bishop, where I give you success nuggets for a successful life. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events, but small minds discuss people. Ideas rule the world. Ideas shape the world. Ideas progress the world. To be successful, you must either be an originator of an innovative idea, or you must be skilled and equipped enough to administrate an original idea. To be successful, you must be focused on working on ideas that create impact, ideas that make others better, ideas that make society better. Remember that ordinary people would always talk about other people, but extraordinary people would always talk about ideas that bring progress to other people. That is what makes you a successful person. It has taken 60 seconds for me to give you this success tip, but it will take more than 60 seconds for you to put it to work in your life. So start your journey to success now.
You're welcome back. Is a chill factor. This is where we look at some of the fashion elegance and fashion statements that were made during the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards. My mom, Mrs. Christina Anaso Hackman, was so fashionable. I mean, when I show you some of the pictures from the heydays, I mean, she was so fashionable. Those were the days of mini skirts, not what people are doing around. So I'm going to take a clip from the Chill Awards Fashion Police. I don't know what they're going to say this time around, but let's go for that one. It's the chill factor here on the Helping Hand TV show. We'll be right back.
It's the chill factor.
This is the chill factor with me, Solomon Abakan Kwanzaa. When it comes to fashion, everybody has their understanding, what it means to them. But how would you define fashion? I mean,
one word I will use for fashion is intent.
Intent, okay.
Yes. So when you dress up, you tell us what you actually mean without using words.
Okay.
So we can tell what you're saying at every point in time, looking at the way you're dressed up.
Okay.
And for the occasion.
Yeah.
So, people say that you dress up the way you want to be addressed. So when you move in, when you come out of your house, wherever you are, whatever you're wearing, it speaks a lot about you. So we need to be intentional about our dresses.
Esla?
I think fashion is an identity.
Okay.
It is how you want people to see you. So no matter what is happening, you decide that this is how I want this everybody around me to see me.
Yeah.
So I dress in the sense or expressing how I want people to see me. So me personally, I like jeans a lot.
Okay.
I like jeans. I don't mind wearing jeans anywhere.
Okay.
It is my fashion.
Yeah.
I can wear jeans to any place, any event.
Okay.
Because I'm comfortable in jeans.
Okay.
I think that fashion is what makes you comfortable. It's what makes you happy.
Okay.
Once you're not happy, once you're not confident in what you're wearing, then it's not you. So for it to be you, for it to feel like this is me, then you need to dress for people to identify you by or with.
So, Francis, we are going to be talking about the various people and participants for the Chill Awards. We're going to be looking at the various categories, the men, the women, everything in between. But before then, when it comes to an awards and a dinner night, what should be the strategy? What should be the outlook? How should people look for events like that on a general level?
Okay, thank you very much. So I think that everybody wants to make a particular statement.
Okay.
So people are going to come out in their outfit to depict a particular intent.
Okay.
So they'll dress in a certain way to reflect what they want to really communicate. So I'm looking at fashion in the sense that fashion is a way people express themselves.
So there's no rule? Is that what you're saying when it comes to awards and dinner nights?
There should be a rule.
I mean,
in as much as she will say that there should be a rule, everybody has their own taste.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
I think, okay. So in as much as you could have, let's say, like a well-structured rule,
okay,
people want to express themselves in their own way. Though you have your own rules and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I think that since fashion is a way people express themselves, I think that I like people to be free.
Okay.
But, well, people want to
still
have certain things
rules.
to look out for.
Okay.
Because I see your outfit and I'm like, okay, in as much as it is okay, I want to see like a wow effect.
Okay.
Okay, that, oh, you see this and it takes some kind of breath out of you. It's like, wow, this is amazing.
It's like, it looks like you have a lot to say.
not exactly, but I wanted to say that, yes, in as much as everybody can feel free
okay,
and express themselves, there are rules that you cannot go against.
Okay.
There are rules you can't, no matter what you do, you have to follow those rules. You can add on, you can do some other things to it, but the basics, you have to get them. Like you are going for an awards and dinner night. There are basic rules to follow.
Amazing.
You can't wear jeans to an awards and dinner night.
Okay.
Well, I think there's a way you can accessorize, right, to really reflect a certain way.
Okay.
So I think that people want to do something that will create a certain kind of possibly you become the talk of town.
Okay.
Right. In as much as you dress well,
okay,
you have all that.
Okay.
I think you allow people to express themselves because fashion shouldn't be an imprisonment. I think it should be escapism. I think it shouldn't be like it should be like a meal that you don't stick to the same thing.
It's the chill factor. Chill factor. Chill factor.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. Let me find out from you the environment that was created during the awards and dinner night. I was looking at the auditorium. I was looking at how comfortable those who came there with both able and disabled. I was looking at how those who had wheelchairs were just wheeling through, even from the beginning when they were coming in, how they were so okay. No barriers, but most especially the feeling of love and unity that H4P created. Does it take a lot of education? Does it take a lot of work? Does it take a lot of effort? Or it takes love from the H4P organization to create these environments?
Bishop, I will begin by saying that it takes the first three things you mentioned, but because of the love factor, it doesn't make it look like it is work.
Okay.
Because of the love factor, I remember part of the pre-production meetings, we're looking at the ramp.
The ramp for the stage.
For the stage,
okay.
As you say. This time you're going to rent stage.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure that the ramp we can't use it there.
Yeah.
So the issue is it steep or it is okay? Because
so yes, a wheelchair user can.
So a wheelchair user can
okay.
access it, and it was a dominant question that kept coming. I make sure that the ramp is not steep, because you're going to give an award to somebody who we were not sure who the winner was. Other than
I was sure.
So when you know that it is for persons with disability, anybody can be called to come up stage to do something. The person,
I think both the sports category and the entrepreneurship category
both were
wheelchair users. Yeah.
And Bishop, I love the fact that I saw both of them climbing up by themselves. Nobody assisted them.
Even those who joined them up.
And it was more than thumbs up for me, because what we had, we were still, because we didn't create it, we thought it could have been a bit flatter.
Okay.
But what we had,
it still worked well.
Still worked, though we thought we could do better than what we presented. But to see that at the end of the day, it worked out so well.
Yeah.
So because of that, you know that even the spacing of the chairs, we were mindful of the fact that somebody with a wheelchair is going to come in.
Yeah.
The person shouldn't get to a place and there are chairs that have blocked the person's route. So the person would have to use a longer route. But it should be said that this function is for the disability community.
Exactly.
When they come into the gathering, they shouldn't feel limited, because that is what the general society, they are facing in the general society, which through the Helping Hand television show and other projects of the H4P organization, we are trying to change mindsets. So we can't be organizers of such a program.
An interesting thing that happened was the disability community actually organized a program.
Okay.
A representative of H4P attended that program, and some persons with disability that attended were complaining that the place was not accessible. They couldn't even have access to those things. Then somebody passed a comment that they should go and see H4P for the organization so that they learn how to organize things for persons with disability.
Yes. I think H4P gives high priority to persons with disability. One of the best things for me was that at the Chill Awards, you couldn't tell that there were persons with disability.
Yeah.
Everybody was
We're all the same,
giving equal treatment. And you can easily forget that there were people who were using wheelchairs or something, because the place was...
People who were even blind?
People who were blind. Because everything was accessible, everything was made in such a way that nobody felt hindered. Nobody felt that there was a barrier here or there. In fact, everything was so comfortable and nobody was complaining about anything. H4P considered everything. How the people will come in, the washrooms, are they accessible? Would they be able to access them easily? So that we don't have any situation where somebody says that they cannot access something. So H4P has become a champion.
Definitely, definitely. We've set the standard.
I think everybody should really come to H4P to help them with organizing.
Bishop, one thing too is that yes, the love factor is there, but there's a cost factor as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is the love factor that shields the cost factor because yes, H4P, because H4P loves what we are doing and the people we are doing it for. Marilyn, we don't see them even as persons with disability.
Yes.
It's when some things have to be put in place, we make sure that, okay, the people we are focusing on, they are differently able.
Yeah.
So we don't actually think about the disability community like as disabled people. That's why we could create an environment that if you are all seated until somebody gets up and picks up a cloth or is in a wheelchair, you will never know that, because that is how we see them. And that is what the Helping Hand TV program or TV show and every project of the H4P organization is about, trumpeting the abilities of persons with disability. And for me, that ambience, it's incredible. So you must love enough to incur that cost because you will be wondering, I mean, why should you spend, and it's for persons with, it is persons with disability.
Yeah.
It is not just for, are you using the condition to tell what they should have? There was something we learned from the bishop, which is also from Mrs. Christina Hackman, the fact that the quality of the gift is not actually the gift itself, but the person who gave the gift. H4P, we believe you have quality.
You are quality.
Yeah.
So we present ourselves as such, and it is expensive. It is not that we want to be exorbitant or we want to waste.
And if you truly love somebody, you spend on the person.
So what you're saying, if you see
I
the
think
beauty,
that's directly from Mrs. Christina.
if you see the quality of what we do, it doesn't mean that we do it without pain.
Yeah.
No, the pain is not the pain of
regret,
grudge,
Yeah.
but it comes with pain.
Yeah.
It's just that at the end of the day,
It's a
the
sacrifice.
satisfaction. So that is the sacrifice. The satisfaction we get erases the pain because we accepted doing it, but it comes at a cost. So if you're going to learn from the H4P organization, it's important for us to realize that it's not all rosy and cozy. The ideas are there, but it comes at a cost.
We definitely have to do this again. We definitely because I have a lot of questions for you guys, but this all time would allow us. You have to promise me we'll do this again.
Definitely.
Yes.
You have promised the whole world that we'll come again, right?
We promise.
Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've just been going through that amazing event, the prestigious Christina Hackman Impact Leadership Awards and dinner night, and the PRs of the H4P organization, Marilyn and Philip, have been with me, helping me relive the moments. Thank you so much, Divya Limited, Company Limited, Fast Chapel, my proud sponsors, and thank you to all those who contribute to the H4P organization through the mobile money system. If you are not yet part of our benevolent patrons and those who contribute to us, think about it, prayerfully think about it, lend a helping hand to the Helping Hand team so that we can also keep lending a helping hand to the disability community. This all time would allow us, so I'm going to end it right here. I'll come your way again same time next week. Until then, remember, disability is not inability. Take care of yourselves, and God richly bless you.